In all fairness, the door does shut, and I do have, I mean, a tight gap, but it's a gap that I am happy with. Hi guys, and welcome back. Hope y'all had a happy Thanksgiving. No, we did. We went back to where we both grew up and seen our family. Had a couple of Thanksgivings. Got to see my nephew, which was a big plus. Hadn't really got to see him at all since he was born about 2 months ago, due to the kiddos being sick every time we had a chance to see him. So finally got to meet him. He's a cute little butterball. Anyways, other than that, just hung out with family and got home today, Sunday. Getting out here, and I think Mark on Instagram requested that maybe do a live video, kind of have people comment and kind of help me kind of figure this out. I might try to do that on one of the videos coming up. If we don't get how I want it on this video today, then I might try a live video and just doing y'all suggestions for about an hour next Monday. I'll let you know for sure on that, but I think one of the main issues I have is I have nuts on this bushing and this bushing under the pillar and under the front bumper, but the back body mount is not secured. It's just loose, and I think this body mount here under the tub area, pretty sure it doesn't even have a nut on it. Let me take a look right quick. Okay, so they both have nuts on them, but they're not secured down, tightened up. So I'm thinking before I move the shims, I'm gonna tighten up these two in the back, and that should bring that body down some, and that might make our gap smaller. Don't know why I never tightened them up, but we'll do that. Make sure this one's tied, which I believe it is. Yeah. So we'll, main thing is to tighten these two, see what the body looks like, or the gap, and then we'll adjust the shims according to how all that goes. But somebody suggested putting the shims under the back where the bumper is area, which that would bring the rear up some and kind of close that gap as well. That's all I'm thinking about doing tonight, and if we get the gap good, then I'm gonna go ahead and throw the inner rocker on. I think I'm gonna have to bend this out a little more, because the fender needs to fit over it and in there. Anyways, we'll dry fit the outer rocker if we get the door squared, and we may even try to put the fender on it, and hopefully this will work. Like I said, for some reason I didn't tighten those two right here, and I may even need to tighten the one on the other side and the rear on that too. I don't think I have a nut on the other side though, so we may look for one and put it up there right quick, and let's make sure the body's secured on the frame before we start moving stuff. May not be a long one tonight. Like I said, we just got back home from being on the road, kind of tired and have work in the morning, so we'll try it and see what happens. But I do think that 3 shims on this is way too much, because the door isn't right. So we might go ahead and take the shims out of here and then tighten everything up and then re-shim it. No, I'll go ahead and leave the shims in for now and tighten it down. And maybe that will bring the door over and we can open and close it like before. But if y'all came from the giveaway, I hope it went well. The plan was to have two laptops and use my new laptop and maybe the GoPro for the live part, and the other one to do the random pick. But this is after the fact, but I don't think not too many people's entered yet, so chances are pretty good whoever got in. But if y'all come from that, thank you. If you're new, never seen this channel before, then it's kind of what we're dealing with at the moment. And as soon as we get it back on the road, we'll start one of our other projects. But I'm really hoping to get this door figured out here pretty soon. Like I said, I may have some help coming eventually, possibly. Anyways, enough talking. Let's get over there, tighten up those two, see what happens, and then we'll either take shims out, move them around, and we'll try to get the door squared. And like I said, if we get it done, then we'll put the outer rocker on, and if that works out good, then we'll throw the fender on it and see what all that looks like. But let's go there and get to work. That didn't seem to help any. So we're gonna jack it back up, take those shims out, let it back down, and just see how the door looks. And then we may add some shims to the back, which is not as difficult as the middle mount here, which is kind of boxed in the frame. Kind of like it sits on top of the frame. Anyways, I didn't like changing those. But the back one's easy to get to. It's just kind of cumbersome with the tailgate. So let's jack this up. We'll take the shims out. Look how the door looks and shuts. We may shim the back bumper area. Just keep going with it. See how high it needs to be. That may make the back end come up just a little bit, but line everything out is what I'm hoping. So let's go there and try that, see what that does. Well, I kind of feel a little silly, but this wasn't even on the body mount. I guess I didn't check to see if it's on there. Or I didn't put it back on there whenever I put the shims on it. So we can go ahead and put this on there and tighten it up, see what it does, and then we'll take shims out or do what we were going to do. But just happened to look up there and notice this wasn't on it, and it was laying up there. So that may draw it where it needs to be. I don't know. Let's just put it on there right quick and we'll see what it does. I'm not gonna lie, I did bring it in a little bit closer. So I'm thinking we'll drop the shims out, try to shim the back one, see if that'll raise that up, kind of put it in line with the pillar here. So just take them out and move to the back. Well, the door shuts better now, but still a gap. So we're gonna jack up the rear end, probably throw those slotted shims in there, and we'll kind of see if that will help lower everything out. Might even put 2 or 3 in the back, loosen off this body mount here in the tub, and see if we can't get that gap to close a little bit. All right, took a little longer than I thought. tired, kind of frustrated and upset at the same time. Bottom hinge here, I guess when I was pushing the hinges up last time I cracked it, I cracked the brass liner in it, and I barely got that one to go on, but it went on out of the top. There's a gap in the top, and I'm not sure what to do about it. Right now the door is really good gap wise, and it shuts really nice. I'll take you over there in a minute and show you. But I'm really happy. I stuck a lot of shims in that back bumper area. I think there's 4 in there now. I'll show you that as well, but I just don't know if that's too many in that one spot or not. But let's go there and take a look right quick, and I think I'm gonna call it a day. All right. You can see that little brass lip right there. This one doesn't have one. It's just stainless steel on stainless steel, and here's part of it. I'm assuming that's brass. It looks like brass. That broke off. There's still a little bit of liner in there. I mean, there's liners all the way up to the top here. Try to get this one together as much as I can, and that's as much as I could get it. I don't know, I need to loosen the hinge back off, I guess, and really kind of push this together and tighten it. But that gap is a lot better, like way better. Door opens, shuts almost perfect. I mean, perfect. Body lines match up. Only thing is let me show you the back here. Let me get a flashlight. Okay, I got a drop light. Maybe. You can see I got 4 shims. Raising it up quite a bit. Let me know if that's too many. But in all fairness, the door does shut. And I do have, I mean, a tight gap, but it's a gap that I am happy with. Like I said, the door opens and shuts so good now. I need to take this trim off, but that body line matches up almost perfect. So I'm happy, really happy. I'm just kind of disgusted with this breaking, which that was my own doing, and need to figure out how to get that set down closer. I need to measure a couple places from here to here. See, it matches over there, but I am extremely happy with how that turned out. Say thank you to whoever suggested the back area. I'm really happy. Well, I guess that'll do it for me this evening. Like I said, I hope the drawing went well earlier. Congratulations to whoever won. We'll probably do another one at 700 maybe, and you know, every 100 till 1,000. But I'm pretty pleased with how the door turned out. I didn't think it'd be that good. So the next time will depend on what y'all tell me about the shims. I mean, if that's gonna throw anything off driving or looks wise, it might look awful funny, then we may have to take them out and rearrange and think about something else. But right now I'm happy with how that is. So next time, depending on your comments about that, we'll put the outer rocker on, kind of get that fit up, and then we'll put the fender on, see how that looks, and if all that kind of lines up, then we'll shut the hood and kind of align it square in the between the fenders. Kind of get that all kind of looking nice and where it's supposed to be. Make sure the gaps are good on those, and we may bring the window window and the frames for the windows on the doors. Kind of put that all together and make sure those line up. Because I'd hate for the window to be shorter than the door window frame, or vice versa, and put a hard top on it and nothing seals. Hate for it to be an only summer vehicle because I like to drive it during the winter. But I think we have everything out there for it. Yeah, so I think there's a piano hinge. Goes right here. Allow it to lay down. And then we got the knobs. Fit in here, screw it, put it up against this. I know there'll be some weather stripping in here. Same with the doors. But we can get it kind of where it's supposed to be, and then we'll hopefully start welding soon. But I just can't. This is, and I would say it's better than the driver's side, especially this body line right here. Can't wait till next time to try the fender, see how that lines up with everything. But if you're new to the channel, you like this kind of stuff, that's what we're working on, kind of just trying to figure out as we go. Really looking forward to getting the body done, welded up, and then we can start on getting the frame ground down and painted and start putting everything back together, refreshing the suspension and getting new shocks and springs. And I like to do some upgrades like aluminum radiator, power steering, air conditioning, power brakes, disc brakes all the way around, be the main ones. But like I said, we'll get there eventually, and we're just kind of guessing my way through it. With y'all's help, I think we can make a pretty nice Bronco. But if you like this kind of stuff, please stick around. If you're new, I know people that's been around a while know what I have, but there's a 65 Healy back beyond the Bronco over there. You got a 56 International in the barn and a 78 Camaro that all need redone. Except for the International is going to be like a shop / rat roddy type vehicle. I ain't going to do any paint. Body's really nice on it. Might just have somebody like kind of clear coated or something. That's about all I'm going to do body wise. But it has a Jaguar front and rear suspension. I'm going to put a straight 6 in there. It's over there as well. We got to rebuild it. Don't know if I told y'all, but some of the bearings were kind of wore, so probably going to send that off and have some machine work done to it before we put it in the truck. But if you like this kind of stuff, please hang around. I plan on doing this either until I run out of projects or it gets too expensive and the wife tells me to stop. But it hasn't happened yet, so I think we're okay. Thank you again for all y'all's support. Like I said, I hope y'all had a happy Thanksgiving, and I'll let you know either through a short or a comment if we're going to do a live show, but a live video soon. I'll be sure to let y'all know so you can get on that and kind of help me figure out stuff. Thank y'all, and I'll see you next week.